Welcome to the Spelling Bee Ninja podcast. Today, we are diving into an essential math concept, division. Division can seem tricky at first, but once you understand it, you'll find it not only easy but also useful in everyday situations. Whether you're sharing snacks, dividing up chores, or even figuring out how many boxes you need for a trip, division is everywhere. So, grab a comfortable seat, and let's sharpen our division skills together. Let's start by understanding the very basics of division. Simply put, division is like splitting a number into equal parts. Picture slicing a delicious pizza. If you have 8 slices and want to share them with 4 friends, you will give each friend 2 slices. In mathematical terms, we say you are dividing 8 by 4. So, if you see the equation 8 divided by 4, it tells you how many equal parts you're creating. Just as multiplication is often thought of as repeated addition, division is its inverse or opposite. For example, if 6 times 4 equals 24, then dividing 24 by 4 gives you 6. This swapping of multiplication and division is handy to remember. Now let's move on to exploring what we call dividends, divisors, and quotients. In our previous example, in the equation 45 divided by 9 equals 5, the number 45 is the dividend. This is the number being divided. The 9 is the divisor, which is the number you are dividing by. Finally, the 5 is the quotient, which is the result you get after the division. Knowing these terms is crucial as we continue to master division. One interesting thing about division is how it deals with remainders. Sometimes, when you divide, the numbers don't split evenly. This is when we have a remainder. Imagine you have 29 delicious cookies, and you want to share them equally among 4 friends. You can give each friend 7 cookies, but then you'll be left with 1 cookie because 29 divided by 4 equals 7, with a remainder of 1. Understanding how remainders work is vital, as it can help you in various situations like dividing treats. Next, let's tackle a particularly puzzling aspect of division: what happens when you divide by 0? You might wonder why there's a special rule about this. Simply put, division by 0 is undefined. For example, if you tried to divide 12 by 0, you couldn't because there isn't a number that you can multiply by 0 to get 12. This is a unique case in mathematics that helps keep it tidy and logical. Now, if we turn it around and divide 0 by any non-zero number, like dividing 0 by 15, you would still get 0. Why, you ask? Because if you have no items to share, you still end up with 0 items per person. Next, let's learn about fact families. A fact family shows how multiplication and division relate to one another with the same numbers. Take the numbers 7, 8, and 56, for instance. You can see how 7 multiplied by 8 gives you 56. But did you know that you can create division facts from this as well? For example, you can say 56 divided by 8 equals 7. Fact families help reinforce your understanding of the connection between these operations, making it easier to remember important relationships between numbers. Now, let's talk about long division. Long division can seem like a big task, but let me assure you, it's manageable. To tackle long division effectively, we follow a set of steps: divide, multiply, subtract, bring down, and repeat. This acronym DMSBR is your best friend when dividing larger numbers. Let's take one step at a time. Suppose we are dividing 175 by 5. We start by checking how many times 5 fits into the first part of our number, which is 17. It fits 3 times because 5 multiplied by 3 is 15. The next step is to multiply, subtract, and then bring down the next digit to proceed with the division. This method may take time and requires practice, but with every attempt, you will grow more confident. Divisibility rules can be a neat shortcut when checking if one number can be divided by another without a remainder. For instance, to test a number's divisibility by 3, you add up the digits of the number and see if that sum is a multiple of 3. For example, with the number 121, if you add 1 plus 2 plus 1, you get 4, which is not a multiple of 3. Therefore, 121 is not divisible by 3. So handy rules like this can save you time and effort. Estimation is another valuable skill that complements division well. It helps you check if your answer makes sense. When estimating a division problem like 412 divided by 7, it can help to round 412 to 410, which makes it simpler to divide. Since 7 goes into 41 5 times, your estimate would suggest that the answer is around 50. Estimation not only gives you the confidence that your actual division is correct but also enhances your overall number sense. Lastly, let's apply these skills to real-life scenarios. Consider this situation: you're packing pencils for your school supplies. If you have 250 pencils and each box can hold 8 pencils, how do you figure out how many boxes you'll need? You would divide 250 by 8, which tells you how many full boxes of 8 you can pack and how many pencils will be left over. We can use long division here, or we can also estimate. Either way, knowing how to approach these problems prepares you for practical math in daily life. Division isn't just a topic in a math book, it's an essential skill that you'll carry with you as you grow. Remember, each time you practice, you're strengthening your mathematical abilities and preparing for even more challenging concepts in the future. Whether you're working on division with whole numbers, dealing with remainders, or estimating answers, the important thing is to take your time and enjoy the learning process. Today, we explored important division concepts such as how to divide numbers, the roles of dividends, divisors, and quotients, and what happens if we divide by 0. We learned about fact families and how long division works through the DMSBR method. We also discussed divisibility rules and the importance of estimation when solving division problems. Lastly, we applied these skills to real-life scenarios, reinforcing our understanding of why division matters. Keep practicing these concepts, as they will serve you well in your mathematical journey. Thank you for joining us on this episode of the Spelling Bee Ninja podcast. We hope you enjoyed exploring division skills with us today. Remember, math is a journey filled with learning, and with practice, you will continue to improve. If you want more resources for practicing division, platforms like Khan Academy, Math is Fun, and Colmath for Kids have excellent tools. Until next time, keep practicing, keep learning, and enjoy every moment of your math adventures.